independent. The gains of the power sector made in the last regime had been reversed. And that is the truth. That's the true picture.
Were there any gains?
Thank you. The first gain, Mabila project is there, doing well, upcoming. Azura project is there, doing well, upcoming. All the IPPs that the former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Olorunshogo, Akpalanto, a whole lot of them, under the Niger Delta Power Holding Company, were initiatives of the previous administration. That is what they are now leveraging on. All the strategic power sector master plan of the last administration is what they are implementing to improve the grid infrastructure.
But you see,
establish the customer database to come up with the number of customers that are actually in that distribution company. And then the investment will now come bottom up to the link of the transmission. And that's why they ask us to tell us what we are doing on the interface, so that whatever they are coming in to link to our network is something that is reasonable, and they are going to get adequate supply of power to that network. And we gave them a brief, and they are very happy. And we gave them the level of where we are, and they are very happy. Now, if we get one working, so see, it's not something that can be fixed. If you look at...
yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I have to come in because we've run out of time.
Yeah.
But I certainly want to thank you for sharing your thoughts with us this morning.
Yeah.
I have been speaking with the Managing Director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Mr. Gur Mohammed. At this juncture, we do take a short break, and we hope that you will stay with us.
welcome back to Sunrise Daily. We still have Dr. Yemioke. Dr. Yemioke, the situation we find ourselves in as regards the power sector, how do we take it up from there?
Thank you very much. I guess that should have been the ideal position as against clean politics, as to say, with the sector. I mean, I understand the position of the MD of TCN, being a government appointee. We want to defend the government of the day, but there's a limit to the extent to which he can do that. But then the minister says something on the clip you just showed now. The only way we can resolve these challenges is to deploy the whole mix, energy mix. And the good thing in Nigeria is that we have all the options. As it rightly says, solar during sunshine, hydro, can do wind, we can do coal, we can do all the options. That is one. Two, we should now encourage renewables extensively and other forms of off-grid generation. The MD agreed that we needed to do that, but then he felt that would not be sustainable in the long run. And I'm saying it again, cars now run on renewables. Most homes run on renewables. And you really have to de-emphasize grid-based generation, which is, of course, it's got a lot of challenges. I'm not saying government cannot or should not invest in grid expansion. Strategically, yes. But beyond that, there are a lot of other sources that we have to tap into. That is one. Two, the minister or whoever is in charge should see itself as an administrator for all and should avoid, as much as possible, needless confrontation with critical sector players and operators. In the case of ANED, that really got me to do a personal rejoinder to the minister that, Minister, this is wrong. I wrote it, it's everywhere online. When the minister tried to personalize the issue to one Sunday or Dunton, and I felt that was a bit unnecessary. And the minister is well refined and knows the right thing to do. They are also trying their best amidst the challenges and limitation of the environment. So the way to go, first, the operating law, the sector law itself is defective. Let's rework that. I've said that several times. Let's rework that. Two, Let's get state government to do much more in the power sector, in line with what the Constitution says. 3, let's deploy options, all forms, all alternatives. For instance, in Namibia now, there's a technology called debushing technology. They generate power from the bush. So there are a whole lot of options that we can deploy for power generation.
All right, thank you.
Let government continue to do what it's doing so that at the end of the day, we have a whole mix of stable, consistent, reliable electricity. And again, government should encourage both the GENCOs and DISCOs as against concentrating only on the transmission company of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Associate Professor of Energy, University of Lagos, Dr. Yemi Oke. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. And that is where we draw the curtains on today's show. Thank you for watching. I'm Nelta Igbe.
Thank you for watching, everybody, and have a great day ahead. I am Ajuri Ngelale.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on this program are those of the maker and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, and endorsement of Channels Television.